I'm finally back. I'm going to try to post videos on a more frequent basis, but for today, I'm going to have a small review on the Walking Dead crossover that Dying Light had yesterday. I wanted to have this video out yesterday at launch at 10 a.m. trust me, but oh my god, this thing fought me every step of the way. It would not install. I bought it at like 2 o'clock in the morning and it didn't come out till 10 in the morning. So after I went to bed and stuff and I got back up, I was ready to start recording footage on it, and every time it kept giving me an error message saying I didn't own the license. It was just terrible, and it didn't work until like 8 p.m. and even still I had to download it from the PlayStation app on my phone. Oh my god, it was so bad. But technical difficulties and downloading difficulties aside, this crossover is so cool. I am not the biggest fan of Dying Light 2. I do not like it as much as I like the first game. Don't get me wrong, Dying Light 2's combat and parkour is amazing, but the story is terrible. And when I first played it, I was the only one out of my friend group that had so many issues with it. I had so many bugs and glitches. I could not take the ending of it like seriously because the two major characters at the very end hit the thriller really fast, and it was just so rough. So I've kind of been putting the game off like every now and then. Like I return to it, but this crossover 100% made me come back, and I am a huge fan of The Walking Dead. My channel's kind of built on it, and I was like, oh my god, I could use Walking Dead like memorabilia and weapons in an amazing combat-based zombie game. This is gonna be awesome. Okay, so now moving along and actually getting into the collab, you get Michonne's katana, Negan's knife, and Negan's bat Lucille all in your player stash, along with a Rick Grimes outfit and a Walking Dead themed paraglider, which I will be able to show you all of that very, very shortly. And there is also a sheriff hat that you can wear if you don't get the bundle. But the only thing is it is the community event, and as of recording this footage, the community event was not done yet, but it essentially just adds the hat from the Rick Grimes skin, but you can just wear it with anything else. This is the Rick Grimes outfit and the Walking Dead paraglider. It's very cool. The only issue is Dying Light 2 is a strictly first-person only game, so you will very, very rarely see your own paraglider or the skin unless you're playing in multiplayer, whereas whoever you're playing with or your friends can see it. But you're only gonna really see your skin in your inventory, but it's still very cool nevertheless, considering the fact it's also based off of his comic design, which is a really cool touch. I don't see the comics being talked about very often. Alright, now moving into the weapons. The first weapon I'll be going over is Michonne's katana. This katana is so clean. Because of the story of Dying Light 2 and how it's like another apocalypse, none of the weapons that you really find in this game are just like regular normal weapons. They're all kind of like cobbled together, but this collab changes that, and you get just standard like basic weapons, and they are so clean. This is Michonne's katana, and here's some of the gameplay of it. I really find it amazing to use. It's also really, really strong, even against human enemies, which melee has kind of always struggled with in this series. God damn, the dismemberment and head chopping with the sword is amazing. Alright, moving on to the next weapon, which is Negan's very famous knife, the one that he uses to, spoilers for the Walking Dead TV show, where he uses to gut Spencer in Alexandria. The knife is really, really cool, and it's super strong. It's definitely one of my favorites. But can we just take a second and look at how big the thing is? Like, I know it's like a Bowie knife, so it's meant to be big, but Jesus, it is gigantic, especially in photo mode. But then once you're in the main game, it's not like overly huge, but it's still really cool. It's got the same slashing and like brutality that Michonne's katana did, and it is definitely one of my personal favorites. It's very, very strong, and I personally really like it. Okay, moving on to the final weapon and my favorite, Negan's bat Lucille. Oh my god, it's so good. It's my favorite weapon in the whole bundle, and in fact, you can actually get it in the game, and you don't even need to buy the bundle. Michonne's katana and Negan's knife you do, but Lucille is the reward if you get 150 kills of any kind in the next 7 days. You can get the blueprint and Lucille. If you have the bundle, you got all the weapons immediately, and you don't have to grind for them. But oh my god, it's just so awesome. And with it being a two-handed melee weapon and it just being a baseball bat, that means you can do the power attack move, meaning that you can really let out your inner Negan with all of the back to it. And, oh, taking it like a champ. Please excuse my terrible Negan impression. I haven't done an impression of him in a very long time, and I just thought that I wanted to add that in. But that's gonna do it for the video. I am actually really happy with how this turned out, and the whole just bundle as a total. It was pretty expensive, with it being the most expensive bundle so far, with it being $8, where most bundles range from like 2 to like 6. But with the amount of content we got, it was not a terrible purchase, especially if you're a very big fan of The Walking Dead. If you're not a huge fan of The Walking Dead, then I don't know if you should get the bundle or not. As I did say, the weapons are quite strong, but it's a lot of just kind of like, if you like the source material, whether that be the show or the comics, then you'll probably enjoy it. If you're not, you might not really want it. I definitely give the bundle, though, me being a Walking Dead fan, I definitely give the bundle a solid 9 out of 10, and that's gonna do it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more, let me know down in the comments below. Please let me know what you think of the video. And that's all for now. Bye-bye!